Microsoft is invading the iPad with OneNote.
This episode brought to you by GoToMeeting.
Welcome. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here. Welcome to iPad 365, the show where we look at an app a day to keep your iPad in play. Twitter handle, of course, iPad 365. If you want to contact me, let me know what you like, what you don't like about the show, or if you have an app that you want to suggest for the show. iPad365show@gmail.com is the email address that you can email. And of course, you can also email videos if you want to do your own review. Let me know. And of course, if it's too big for email, let me know that too, and I will give you an alternate spot so you can upload that file. Now, we've also got the survey over at geekazine.com/survey. Please go over there and fill the survey out. Quick 5-minute survey. And it helps me understand what's going on with the show. I've changed up a little bit of the studio. I talked about it yesterday. I want to talk about it again. This is I've got this on loan for the next couple of weeks. This is the Canon Vixia R30 series. I have the R20 series. This one is actually the newer one. It does Wi-Fi straight to the computer or to YouTube. So I can take a home video and I can shoot it straight up on YouTube, private channel, public channel, so my family and friends can watch if I'm not pre-processing the video or post-processing the video. If I was pre-processing the video, it would already be done. But post-processing the video so you can see it. So it's a pretty cool camera so far. The only thing is I noticed that I had to push back the whole stand just a little bit so I could get the full body in here. And of course, I've got some video that I talk about it. Now I'll talk about that a little bit later on a separate episode. All right, well, today we are talking about Microsoft, and Microsoft, of course, is getting apps into the iPad because you use your Office products and you use your iPad and you want to have Office products on your iPad. It only makes sense. Well, the application we're talking about today is called OneNote, and OneNote is simply that. It's a series of notes that you can write to yourself, and you can do that. Actually, you can do that on your PC. You can do that through a web page, and then through the OneNote service, and then you go up on your iPad and you can either addendum those notes or create new ones. Here's how it works. First of all, you need a Microsoft Live username and password. So you're going to need a Hotmail account, basically. So you log in with your Hotmail account and you accept the terms of OneNote. Then you download the application on your iPad, absolutely free to download, and then you can start using it. Log in on OneNote through your regular username and password, and you're into the OneNote, you're into all the notes. You can collaborate, so you can start writing on your iPad and then close it out and go into your desktop. One thing that I noticed is it wasn't very instantaneous, which means that it didn't go from iPad to desktop right away. Had to wait a little bit for that to happen. But once it finally started to sync up properly, I knew the lag time, then I knew how to switch it out and back in. I was back in and I had my notes updated. So this is perfect for something like maybe a grocery list or maybe a to-do list for the day, something like that. Maybe any type of to-do list, actually, if you think about it. But it's called OneNote. You can find it up on the App Store from Microsoft, and it's available right now. All right, another program, of course, that we use for our businesses is a program called GoToMeeting. It's by Citrix, and it's a great program. If I've used it 4 years, I've used it, and it's never failed me in a meeting. I've always been able to meet with people. I've always been able to share my screen. And now with HD faces, I can see them and they can see me as long as there's a webcam connected up. Understandable. So here's how it works. You call up GoToMeeting on a Mac or a PC and you start the meeting. You can then go to a Mac or a PC to join in on a meeting, or you can use your iPad. You turn on the camera, you can use the HD faces, so if somebody looks like this, you go, hey, you look confused. What's the problem? Let's fix it. Let's figure it out. You can share screens. They can share your screen. You can take control of screens. You can even mark up screens, so if there's a PowerPoint and they just don't see that one word that you want them to look at, you can just kind of point to it and go from there. Great program, and like I said, I use it all the time. It's an amazing program to meet with people, not have to drive anywhere, not have to set up special times for meetings. if somebody has to leave because a client is having a problem, they don't lose out on that meeting. I could talk about it for hours, but you should try it. 30 days for free, 30 days of this great software for absolutely for free by going over to GoToMeeting.com. Click the Try Free Now button, enter in the code PODCAST. Podcast gets you 30 days for free, and once again, it helps iPad 365. I thank you very much for that. And that's over at GoToMeeting.com. Meet smarter. All right, that is the episode for today. Do you use Microsoft OneNote? What other apps do you use on your business end? Let me know. Twitter me over at iPad365. Of course, iPad365show@gmail.com is the email address. All right, tomorrow we've got a game. We've got a nice legendary game, cool, massive multiplayer. I think. All right, tomorrow we've got a game. We've got a very legendary game, a fun little game that I've been playing for all you orc killers out there. You'll really like this game. We'll do that in 24 when it will be another episode of iPad 365. My name is Jeffrey Powers, and until then, geek out.
You should follow Graphite on Twitter at GraphiteINC.